global attention powers should come forward. And it
No,
was
wow.
really difficult. I was nervous. I'm very emotional today. Be a child worker. I'm able to understand the global world.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for tuning into my YouTube channel once again. Welcome to another new episode of Help My People show. Today we have a very special guest with us. His name is Mesbah, all the way from Bangladesh. And today I welcome you warmly to my show, Help My People show. And today we are very excited to hear a lot from him about his career journey. So without wasting any further time, please tell us, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling very good to be here today in your initiative, which is devoted to helping young people in your region and all around the world. It's an honor to be here today.
And thank you so much for accepting my invitation. It's indeed really a pleasure to have you in my show, Mesbah.
I'm very honored to be here today.
So without wasting any further time, could you please introduce yourself to our audience?
As you told me, my name is Mesbah. I'm currently pursuing my master's degree on global political economy and development at Kassel University. Before that, I did my bachelor's in political science from the University of Chittagong, which is situated in my hometown in Bangladesh. Currently, I've been working with the Deutsche Post as well, but this is all about me.
Cool. So please take us to your childhood. Tell me some memories about your childhood. How was it growing up as a child?
I belong to a very humble family. I belong to a middle class family. So it was an upside journey, going down, going up. My parents did really help me to be the person who I am today. You know, I've been very emotional today after listening to this question because my life is full of happiness.
Could you please explain some moments that you were really happy as a child?
You know, the way they treated me, the way they helped me to get my education instead of having problems financially. But at the same time, I'm grateful that they did not allow me to be a child worker. They did all the sacrifices they could. And as long as I am able to understand the global world, I can understand the amount of sacrifice they had as a child on me. They gave me tuition whenever I needed, opportunity to study in a good university, good school, college, and now I am able to handle my studies and all. But the beginning was not like that. Like many thousands of students from Indian subcontinent, I belong to, I think 75% of the people of our region who are struggling, but they are going on. And we believe in sun will come through all the clouds. This is what it is.
Great. And how was your teenage life?
Very medical. You know, I wasn't so-called a bad boy. Like going to school, coming back, going to tuition, play in the ground, go to home. That was my teenage life. Because I did not have the chance to, listen to Rihanna. Because I didn't know them because of the background, the surrounding that I am from. But I was a very sport freak. That's why I got punished a lot of time by my parents. But I understand today that that was for betterment. They did not have any enemy towards me. They helped me all the way through. And their guidance, those so-called tortures to me by that time was actually a blessing to me. And I'm really grateful for that.
That had really shaped in
Definitely today,
who you are.
Today, yeah, of course.
And do you have any bad memories back then during your teenage life?
I did not think my life in that way. I
were like positive.
I took everything positively. And I was not mature enough to think which is positive and which is negative. That was the biggest point. I was not matured enough. But if I go back, my life was full of blessings.
That's nice to hear.
I was never depressed. I was never hesitant. I knew what I was doing because I had the guidance. Proper guidance can make a big difference. That's what it is.
So since you were talking about guidance, I was also wondering which field did you choose during your bachelor's and how did you get that guidance to choose that field?
That field was automatic. because in Bangladesh, the education system is different. You take part in a entrance examination. So I took part in a admission test for the University of Chittagong. And out of like 70,000 people, only 800 people got selected.
Man.
So I was ranked 337.
Cool.
So I had the options of choosing political science, anthropology, and sociology. So as I was a little bit interested regarding the global migration or international relations, I thought political science was best for me. I went for it. There is no pre-thinking. There is no like, my goal was to be the never. It was because I had to do it that I did it. Out of 3 options, I took political science.
Okay. So maybe out there in Bangladesh, before they are, about to start their bachelor's and they are confused if this course is really meant for them. So could you please give them some tips?
That is a very complex scenario. The scenario is that, the truth is that in Indian subcontinent, it is really tough to have choices because of the rate of employment, because of the constructed fields. Many people do not have the opportunity. But not everyone have this thought. Maybe 25% of the people, have some aim from the root. I think it comes from the root automatically. Many people, parents, always give the motivation that I want to see you as a doctor or an engineer, but not for everyone. For me, I was free to decide whatever I want because my parents never want to force me or take their opinion granted. That is an advantage. And I think parents should not force their child to decide whatever they want to do.
Yes.
The way few minutes back you did to me, you kept telling me, follow your heart, follow your heart. That's what it should be. So that is it actually.
Yeah. Do what makes you happy. I mean, at the end of the day, it's your life.
That matters. Yeah, happiness matters.
Exactly. And yeah, I would also like to ask you that you came to Germany to do your master's. I mean, you could have also continued in Bangladesh. What was your motivation coming out of your comfort zone here abroad in another country?
The motivation was simple. I wanted to travel to Europe. There is no better place than Germany because of the Schengen visa. The other thing is like the quality of education matters. I'm not saying that the quality of education in Bangladesh is not great. It was, but there are some fundamental differences.
What fundamental differences?
First of all, the environment. Level of environment you get here, library, then resources, qualified teachers, and the infrastructure and the global communication, global connectivity. It is an absolute honor to be here in this country. So I think people who are trying to go out of the box can choose Germany without any doubt. First of all, because there's no tuition fees. It's a great blessing. It's like a scholarship. And then, of course, there are some problem with the language barrier and everything. But I think Germany has to offer many things that many other countries maybe don't. Who knows? That was my motivation. And I applied to different universities across the world. But I think the career goal that I had was better and aligned with my current degree. That's why I came here. Simple.
Okay. When you applied for Germany, you had some struggles back then, and how did you overcome those struggles?
The stress, I think the patience was required because, as you know, Germans really work slow.
They were teaching us how to be patient.
Yeah, because of the bureaucracy and everything. I think the waiting period in our country for a visa appointment was 9 months.
Oh, man.
And I applied during Corona. That's another problem. So what I did, I applied, I got selected. I did online enrollment. I kept doing my classes. At the same time, I was tracking the embassy update and everything. And finally, I got an appointment after 9 months. I think it was in February 2021. And I got the visa after 1.5 months, and I came in May. It was a journey to be remembered because we were in a situation that will I be alive tomorrow? I don't know because of the corona. It's a new phenomenon in the globally.
Right.
And also, first time applying to abroad and
Was not easy journey.
The visa issue and all I was not familiar with, especially for Germany. So yeah, it was really difficult, but life goes on. But good things happen after bad things. Yeah. That's what my motivation was.
So maybe there are some students out there who are in the waiting process and getting really depressed. Any words of motivation to
Just
them?
learn German if you want to come here.
Yes.
Utilize your time. Learn soft skills. Keep doing your classes. That will help you. Your day will go on and go on, no matter what you do. Utilize it.
Right.
Or enjoy your time with your family. Because you're not going to meet them after coming here. You may video call them.
Yes.
Just give your time. Have your traditional foods. All you can get here is croissant and black coffee. Nothing else. Some Indian shops are here, but they're expensive. So just have your food. It will help you.
Okay. That's a good advice, actually. And then I would also like to ask you your experiences once you reached Germany. Okay, you landed, and what was your immediate impression?
The immediate impression was really good because I was not used to helping without any benefit. So when I landed here, I was alone. My linguistic proficiency was not good. So
could you speak a little bit of German back then when you first came here, or you don't speak German at all?
At all.
Not even Guten Morgen?
That is very normal, but
just making fun.
Like, is that my train? How to reach to...
Wo ist mein Zug?
Like, it was really difficult. I was nervous. Yeah. But the first impression was with the immigration. Sensational.
How was your...
I was very worried.
Could you please,
I was very worried when I came here. Yeah. Give me your papers. They said, the most friendliest immigration I faced has been Germany. Absolutely on point. They just stare at you, your papers, you go. They don't even say hello. So that was the cultural shock that I had. And then the second thing, landing here, I started speaking English. And there is a girl I can remember with long nails. She showed me where to go. And she was coming to...
Was she speaking German?
English.
Ah, okay.
She was coming in this direction. I think she's going to some places called, I don't know, after Castle. She helped me where to go, where is Williamslow and everything. I was trying to not sleep because I was tired, but I was trying not to sleep because if I sleep, I would have ended up being in Belgium because it's Germany in a Europe connectivity. So it was very nice. And as the day went, there were some struggles, but the struggle is nothing compared to the struggles we had in our country. That's it.
Yeah, understand.
But I'm not negative towards my country.
Yeah.
It's all about the system.
Yes.
System.
The system really matters. Yeah. I mean, wherever you go, there is always something in the system, but you can't get 100 out of 100. So
definitely, that's the truth.
Yes, exactly. So now you have already reached Germany, for example, and then how was your impressions initially in the university when you first joined the university? What kind of differences you faced with the education system here and then in Bangladesh, and how would you do a comparison?
The first thing I would love to tell you: do not think someone else knows better than you. Okay. The first day you see so many people with nice clothes and everything, inside everyone is nervous, like you. So be normal and think that they're nervous as well. It's very normal to be nervous in a university for the first day. The fundamental difference that I faced was that the professors are very, very helpful. Right. You can speak to them. You can criticize them. That you cannot do in your country. Right. If you criticize them, you'll be regarded as an ill-mannered guy in our country. But here, you'll be regarded as a person who thinks better. You can criticize because you have the knowledge to criticize. But the criticism has to be to the point. Yes. That is very important. The second thing is everyone gets prepared before classes. You have to read. Especially in my field, you have to read, you have to have the basic idea regarding, they expect you to have basic ideas regarding, if you study politics, they want you to have ideas regarding Marxism, neoliberalism. These are the terms in politics. You have to have knowledge regarding international relations because you told them you had a bachelor's degree in political science. Studying political science, coming here, if you say, I don't know who is Marx,
You
That's
need to at
not
least know
gonna
some
help.
basics, right?
Basic,
Yeah,
very, very
that's great.
important. And here, they don't care about your buttering sentences.
To the point words.
To the point. You have to have the gist of Marxism if you want to write something on Marx. Very, very important. Have the basic. Work on your basic. Very important. Otherwise, you'll end up being in ocean, middle of the ocean. No one give you. Yeah, that is what it is.
Right, exactly. Yes. So now I would also like to take you to your initial months in Germany when you were new. Your first, second months, how did you spend? Because it's a very different country, and then you will be experiencing a lot of new stuff, new people, new friends, new environment. Yeah.
New friends, I don't agree with it because no one makes friends in Germany, especially German friends. I think first 15 days, what I did was sleeping.
Okay.
Because the level of stress I had in
What
my
kind of
country,
stress did you have?
like patience, like thinking about when we'll get the visa and all and everything, a new environment. There's no mosquito here, so it's a peaceful environment. So like it's calm. It's not like Diwali market in your country or
It's
something.
silent,
It's
right?
silent. You can hear noises, can't
Yeah,
you? No.
yeah.
So I slept. In meanwhile, there was Eid vacation.
Mm-hmm.
I spent that with my community.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice one.
Mm-hmm.
And then after 15 days, I started going to supermarkets and all. My Bangladeshi mates helped me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and I started taking trains from, I was getting to know the places. And then after 2 or 3 months, I started working here part-time. I think you were the first working mate with me
we worked
in
together in
Amazon.
Amazon.
So
Yes,
it was a nice experience.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think I don't find any difference from the beginning to till today because the system works very nicely here. It's very normal to me. And I think the first day I landed here, the way I felt, today even I felt the same. There's no difference except some nervousness and anxiety. There's no difference to me.
Okay. And you also talk about a community, right? So I'm sure there will be some community in Bangladesh, also from Bangladesh people, because there will be some Bangladesh youth out there who wants to come to Germany, or it could be in any parts of the world. And they're also thinking like, okay, maybe there is an important function, and maybe there are some groups where we can stay there so we can feel a little bit home. So could you please talk about
Yeah,
some
I think
community?
in these times, being united is very important.
Right.
You have to find a group of people who are following the same path as you. That makes the path really easier because you get a chance to be updated. Then you can share your thoughts and some other people also waiting like you. That lessens the stress quite a bit. I did the same. We had a vast community of 90,000 people, the same group. I think the group still exists today. And every single details we used to get from there. That really helps. For what I would suggest, try to get to people who will try to come to Germany, get united,
Right.
and then go ahead together rather than being alone, sitting in home. They'll become your mates. Go somewhere, eat food, go for a travel somewhere, make them your friends. That really helps.
I mean, connection really works here.
It really works here.
And especially in the job market also, it's always good to know one another.
Definitely.
Right? Connection is always very nice anywhere you go. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes, exactly. So now I would also like to talk a little bit about part-time jobs in Germany because there will be some people who are not speaking good German. And what advice would you like to give them? Like, it really makes sense to learn the language. Right?
First of all, try to learn as much as German you can.
Yes.
But if you can't initially, try for McDonald's, Amazon, some other English-speaking jobs. In the meanwhile, try to learn German as well. Try to go into some sort of German environment, like a hotel. I worked in a hotel in Villingen in a German environment. That really helped me. Now I've been working with the Deutsche Post for 8 months now. It is really, really helping me, trust me. So I think getting a job does not really matter here. What kind of job are you doing matters. If you keep working in Amazon for years, that's not going to help you.
Right.
If you kind of work in a German environment with less money, it will help you in the long run. With connectivity, with linguistic skills, and also you will get to know the working culture in Germany. That's really, really important.
Since you told us that you're working in Deutsche Post, could you please tell us your experiences so far?
It's an amazing experience. Initially it was really hard because, getting to know every work is difficult. But once you get to know the work, it's really easy and you have the sense of freedom. The biggest advantage that I think we have is the respect that we get from mass people, from police to mass people. It's amazing. Sometimes we're working, there's a police van, police calls us, what are you doing? It's like, working. It's an amazing work. So, and sometimes it happens. Germany is very strict regarding rules and regulations. Sometimes we break the rules. No one cares. That is the biggest advantage I think I can have. You cannot go this direction, but we go because we need to deliver the letters.
Okay.
Yes, this is what it is. They wait for us to have the letter and go to the work. Post is the engine of German economy. You can think.
Yeah, I mean, we get a lot of letters on daily basis.
Yeah. So I think the most importantly, the environment that I'm getting to know, and the complexity is comparably less in German environment rather than those Amazon things and those. The complexity, the politics is huge there. I can see no politics in Deutsche Post. Everyone is doing their work. You have your station, your area, just keep working. It doesn't matter when you finish, as long as you finish. That is very important. I really like this job. I don't know what do I do in the future, but I'll keep remembering this job. One step at a time. Sorry?
One step at a time. Yeah. So since we have already talked a lot about jobs, I would also like to ask you, since you are studying also, you're working also, so you're balancing everything, right?
Yeah.
Your personal life, your work life. So how are you balancing everything? And then, any advice would you like to give to somebody who is new here and they're feeling overwhelmed? Oh, I cannot balance studies and job. And what kind of advice?
I think experience and system makes the difference. The system we're here, it compels us to balance everything. It makes you to do so. If you work, you will earn money, but you will be behind in education. You have to do it. When you come here initially, you don't have to think too much. Give yourself time, 6 months. You will automatically be a machine. This is what it is. I mean, if you have assignment, you will do it on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, some people, they don't even sleep and do it. So
they have to do it. So don't think too much. Give yourself time in a new environment. If you think too much, and if you think, I'll do everything today, that's not going to happen. Start slowly. Go slowly. And speak to people who are related with it. You are working with your professor. You cannot submit your assignment. Directly email him or her that unfortunately I cannot do it. They'll consider it. If you do not communicate, that's the problem. That's when the problem happens. If you have assignment but you do not speak to them, they mind. If you communicate them, if you let them know from 2 days before, they'll consider it. That's it, because German people are not that complex as we think. From my experience, I can tell. I told the professor on the submission day, I cannot submit it today. I have this problem. She gave me 1 month extension. So don't think too much. Communicate effectively.
Sometimes talking really helps.
Talking helps here very much.
I mean, you need to be direct and to the point and just tell your problem and try to find a solution.
Definitely.
Yes. So now I would also like to talk about your field, your master field right now that you're pursuing. Maybe there are some people out there who are planning to apply in this course, but they are not really sure. Maybe could you please tell us anything that you're comfortable about your field so that people can get an idea if this course is really meant for them or not?
It is a very diversified field. You can work in the development sector, or you can go to the political economy sector. You can go for academia. You can go for NGOs, international organizations, HR, and supply chain. Also, you can go for development work, like I told, NGOs and all. Every single field that I've mentioned, go for NGOs. Thousands of NGOs across the world, including UN organizations, World Bank, IOM, Danish Refugee Council, Norwegian Refugee Council, International Organization of Migration. The most important thing is to complete the degree and have some connectivity. Connectivity and a good. I don't differentiate between good grade and bad grades as long as you pass. But connectivity really matters, and showcase what you know, your skills, what you've learned from this degree matters. If you have a good 1 grade in your subject, you do not know what did you study. Doesn't gonna help. Because in Germany, I have applied to different works. They never ask me my grades and everything.
I mean, they really look for skills.
That's what I was trying to say.
Really
regarding your field of study, if you want to go for supply chain, you just need to convince what can you do in their supply chain activity in their company.
You really contribute.
Yeah. What have you done and how you connect your studies and your job. That really matters.
Yes.
So normally keep studying. I don't have any connectivity. I don't know what I studied. Not gonna help. Sorry.
And what about since you talked that your course is very diversified, I'm also curious, in which area did you show your interest, and in which area are you approached?
International relations.
Okay. Could you please tell us a little bit more about international
So I'm writing my master's thesis on the global migration crisis, focusing on the Rohingya refugees in Bangladesh. And the plan is there. I'm working on the repatriation. That means the Rohingya refugees will have to peacefully go to their country.
Okay.
But this refugee crisis have many dimensions. Environmental dimensions. They are causing environmental degradation. Economic side. Geopolitical side. It has a lot of climate change issues is related. Employment rate is related. And then the problem with the global security is related. The combination of everything, I was trying to go for a PhD because in PhD, you can explain everything. You have a massive field to work. But the master thesis is very constructed to 70 pages or something. So I was working on the repatriation side. They need to go back for their betterment. I'm not forcing them. I'm just urging the global attention that they're in problems because of the problem they are facing. They have to go to their home country.
From where are they coming?
From Myanmar. Rohingya refugee crisis.
Okay.
The Myanmar government.
But if they have no place to stay in Myanmar, then that's where
that is what my task is, to global attention, so that they have their places safe, their homes are safe, and they can peacefully go home. I told you it's peacefully. I'm not forcing them.
Okay.
Willingly they can go home for their betterment. This is
So
what
by the end of your thesis, what do you expect? What
global attention.
Okay.
Global attention. The globe will come forward.
But for this also, there should be some laws, right?
Sorry?
Some laws.
International law is there already. International law regarding forced migration, international law regarding rehabilitation, international law regarding human rights. There's Geneva Convention as well. Many laws that already exist.
But it's not, some are not happening, right? Even though if the laws exist.
Existing, but they're not taking consideration. That's why the global superpowers should come forward and force them to take them peacefully back. That is my global attention seeking. I am giving an opinion as a student, but I'm trying to make it effective so that they listen to me and they help these vulnerable people.
And is your PhD topic also related to
directly related to it? Where I will there I will go for geopolitics, environmental issue, economic factor, employment factor, and many other secret aspects that I don't want to mention here. But it's a vast area of discussion. This will be an example for upcoming crises that may come for repatriation. That is what I was trying to work on. And
what was the name of the university, if you are comfortable to mention?
I don't want to mention.
Okay, no worries.
But it is based in London.
But I mean, like, it's really nice that you got an opportunity to do your PhD there, because I think it's a very reputed university, right?
It is like around 33rd, 40th in global ranking.
Yeah. So let me know at the end, where did you choose, whether you choose Germany for your studies, for your job, or maybe the PhD. I would be interested to know.
Yeah, I'll keep you updated.
Yes. So like guys, we are nearly coming at the end of our video, but then before we end up, I would like to tell you to talk from your own native language. I'm sure in Bangladesh also there will be people out there, unemployed youths. So with this channel, we are just trying to spread positive vibes everywhere, and we are just trying to motivate the unemployed youths out there now. So any advice that you would like to give to the unemployed youths out there in your home country from your own native language?
Before that, I would love to speak something in English.
Yeah, sure.
That I think life goes on. It doesn't really matter if you're sad, if you're happy, you're depressed, you are anxious. Life goes on. So use your regret for your betterment, because time never stops for anyone. If you decide to sit in the corner, time will go on. If you say, I'm regret, but okay, I'll work hard, I'll revive myself to be a better person, time will go on.
Time doesn't
So
wait
it
for
doesn't
anything.
really matter if you're sad to the world. Only your success matters to the world. Because if you are successful, your family is happy. If your family is happy, some other family will follow your family. If this is the trend within the society, the structure, this is how a state becomes a state. State starts from individual to a family, from a family to a society, from many society into one village, many village into a country. So your betterment really matters to the world. Your sadness matters to you only. That is really, really important. তো বাংলায় যদি আমি বলি, আমি কোনো মোটিভেশনাল স্পিকার না, আমার ডাকসা, আমি আসছি। আমার কথা হইলো যে মানে নিজের ফ্যামিলির দিকে চেয়ে, নিজের দিকে চেয়ে জীবনটাকে অনেক দূর এগিয়ে নিতে হবে। এখানে রিগ্রেটের কোনো সুযোগ নাই, এখানে হতাশারও কোনো সুযোগ নাই, অনলি নিজেকে চেঞ্জ করার সুযোগটা আছে, এটাই আমি বলবো। দ্যাটস ইট।
Okay, so guys, we are at the end of our show, and it was really a pleasure talking to you, and then it was really nice hearing your experiences, how you view the world in general. It was really nice and interesting, and thank you so much for being a part of my show.
Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, and guys, that's the end of our video, and then I will see you guys all in the next episode. Bye.
Bye-bye.